This is not the XFL.
Just simulate the rest of the season. It's over. I mean, it's like the NBA. You know, it's not interesting. You know, Golden State's going to win, so we just argue about who's going to get into the playoffs, and then it's over. It's how the AAF is, Brian. It's Orlando's, and I'm just going to watch them dominate the last half of the year.
Are you done? The last time in a spring Orlando team happened, you know how that ended up. Did he make it to the finals?
That was a different game. The Orlando Rage. It was a different team. They didn't have Steve Spurrier. They did have Jeff Brom at quarterback.
Did they have a pulse? And is this football?
They had nothing of what this team has in Orlando. It's the best. Right now. It's the best football team in the world right now. The
Vince, how much AAF have you watched?
I'm going to be honest. I haven't really watched since opening week.
Are you kept up with it? Please say yes.
I look at the results. I'll say that.
He looks at the bottom line because he bets on the games without watching. Welcome.
Somebody call me like a modern day wrestling fan of the AAF.
Yeah. Welcome to This Is Not the XFL show, everyone. Talking everything but the XFL in the world of football. The AAF, their season's halfway done, and it's already over, if you ask me. The Orlando Apollos have won the league, crowned them champions, and right now they're the best team in the world playing the sport of football. You can't argue against that, Brian. I know you're not an Apollos believer. You think this is some sort of, a team peaking too early, but currently they are the best team in the world.
Well, when you face teams like Atlanta and Memphis and a Birmingham team that was exposed this past week, I mean, of course you're going to be the best team in the league. I like to see them go, have to face the Commanders twice, the Fleet twice, all these teams that are battling it out west. I'm telling you, when they run into that Western team in the playoffs, whether it be, I'm pretty sure it could be in the finals, you're going to see the Orlando Rage all over again.
A lot of parallels to 2001 and the XFL. You're saying,
yes.
Well, I don't know. It's either the Apollos are the best team playing football right now, but if you watched any TV covering the sport of football, you might believe that the Browns are the best team in the entire world, Vince, because apparently they're winning the Super Bowl. They've already won the Super Bowl. And actually, this just in, yes, the Browns won the AAF championship as well, just because of their GM making all these trades. He's a genius. Let's all crown him.
Yeah, it's people got to talk about something, and that's the news this week is that the Browns have made the most noise, and that automatically makes them the best, I suppose.
Splashy trades to talk this week. We've got big free agent signings in the NFL. We've got some scandal in the NCAA, of course. I mean, what's new there? Basically, it's the same old, and some AAF here as well on This Is Not the XFL show. You gentle patrons, we appreciate you subscribing just so you could listen to us talk about all the other football that's not the XFL. Obviously, the XFL has an interesting month of March already underway. Coming up, the Spring League. We're going to be getting into that on the big show in this week and the coming weeks. There are more coaching announcements coming up. But for now, let's get into all of the stuff going outside of the league we cover each and every single day, because it is all football. And we'll start with a coin toss.
Call it plays in the air. Heads is the call. He said heads. It is a tails.
And we'll start with one of the big trades in the NFL. Antonio Brown finally gets the hell out of Pittsburgh, breaks away from the owner mentality, having Ben Roethlisberger, who, am I putting words in Antonio Brown's mouth? Did he call Ben a plantation owner, or did he just say owner, Vince?
I think he just said owner, but I think there were some, if you were reading the tea leaves there, maybe.
That's exactly. Maybe I'm just saying what Antonio Brown was thinking or wanted us to think, but either way, it wasn't a good situation there for him. So he gets to Pittsburgh and he really dictates the terms of the trade and makes the Steelers on paper look like they totally got hosed giving up one of the best, if not the best, skilled player in all the game for just a 3rd and a 5th round pick in this year's draft. The Steelers will get the Raiders' 66th overall pick and 142nd overall pick. Antonio Brown, meanwhile, gets out of Pittsburgh, goes to a new situation, and gets new money, which it's all about for NFL players these days, getting money and getting it while you can. And Antonio Brown shoots his deal up to $30.125 million guaranteed. And he can get up to $54 million plus guaranteed over the next 3 years, according to Adam Schefter. You've got almost $20 million added to Antonio Brown's pockets just by getting traded to the Raiders. So the Raiders last year made some interesting moves by not signing some guys. Now give this money to Antonio Brown. Make this deal with the Steelers. Is Antonio Brown going to make the Raiders a playoff team, Bryant? He is coming in there. He's getting paid like he's the savior. He's getting his own press conference. He's Mr. Big Chest. Can
Which
he
he
do
was
it
late
alone?
to, by the way.